litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Pay to kill it and did it again.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, Coach, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54. Right. Blue draw Corker. Snap.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Set. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Show it up. Show it up.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 15 now, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Oh, yes, Ken. 45.
Ready?
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 30 on second down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Block will try again on second down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. 5.
A first down carry for Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Hey, my 7. 2.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Locke throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Hey, let go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Titans.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go. 90 Wolf.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Locke gets this to Hamilton.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. Third down here. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Haywood.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the out.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, watch that, go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Locke looks to throw it again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Got it.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, watch that. Hey, what's the ball?
On 1st down, it's Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Powering forward. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situation.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. They'll find Lindsey here. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready,
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Tannehill now to throw. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
2nd and 10. At the 42-yard
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 51, Mike 51. They're going to need some therapy.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Lindsey. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. From midfield, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Brooker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flush to his right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And Brown's got it for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Henry. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll toss it to Henry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.